What's up, guys? It is K8 Central here, and I'm bringing you guys with a special little discussion video for you guys today. Yes, I know, I uploaded a video just a couple days ago explaining why I need to take a little break from YouTube because my life is all sorts of messed up right now, and I just need to get some things back in order and all that stuff. I still need to do that because that hasn't changed in the past couple days. I wish it would, but, you know, what are you gonna do? So I saw this video uploaded by the Jimquisition. You probably already seen it if you're subscribed to him, called Why Square Enix is Carving Its Games to Bits, aka Why is Square Enix Making Episodic Games as of late. And I just thought this would be a very interesting discussion topic to talk about because it's kind of been circulating around my mind as of late, and I just thought this may actually happen. So today we're going to be discussing whether or not Kingdom Hearts 3 will turn it into an episodic game. So like I said in the beginning of this video, the Jimquisition uploaded a video called Why Square Enix is Carving Its Game into Bits, and I recommend you go check out that video. I think it's really insightful since he is a very trusted source and kind of slimy stuff that's going on in the game industry. I kind of believe him on this story, so I recommend go checking it out, but I'll give a brief summary here if you want to know what's going on in the video. So, in the video, he's describing why games like Final Fantasy VII Remake and Hitman, as of late, are being turned into episodic games instead of full $60 experiences, you know? And he pretty much said that at the beginning of this generation, companies thought that this generation was going to, like, absolutely bomb. It was going to be awful, that mobile games, free-to-play, and PC were going to be the future of gaming, and I think that's kind of what it was looking like from a business standpoint at that point before the consoles launched, and they were absolutely proved fucking wrong when the PS4 was like an absolute success and all these games were selling so well because, you know, hindsight is 2020, I guess. And they saw this and they were like, oh, there is a lot of success going on in this industry, but it was too late to change the actual stuff that they were doing. So they decided, fuck it, we're already doing it this way. Let's just go ahead and do it. So that's why the Final Fantasy VII Remake and Hitman are like that, because I guess they were supposed to be originally playing like that, and they saw that it was going on like that and said, fuck it, why not? Why don't we just not change it? So that's what they're doing. And he also states in the video that this is probably going to be a trend we're going to see with Square Enix going forward, because seeing as Life is Strange did really, really well for them. That was another episodic game from them, and it did well critically and I think financially as well. Don't quote me on that. And seeing as Final Fantasy VII Remake is Final Fantasy VII Remake, and that will probably sell well no matter what the fuck they do, because that is one of the most hyped games of all time, that's going to sell well no matter what, and that's going to show them, oh, episodic games, people kind of want them, so let's do it more from now on. And seeing as Hitman is also turning into that as well after the kind of negative reception that Final Fantasy VII Remake got from that news, I don't think they really care. And they're going to be keeping on doing that no matter what you say. So that's going to be a trend we're going to see in Square Enix games going forward. And what is one big Square Enix game that's coming up in the pipeline that is really, really hyped and can make a lot of money? Yes, Kingdom Hearts 3. So let me just say before I start the video that I am not 100% certain that they're going to be doing this. I'm not full of 100% certainty that they are going to be doing this with Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm like, oh my goodness, they're going to do this. Get to the bomb shelter. It's going to be crazy. No, I really don't know if they're going to do it. I'm just afraid that they are. And here's the reasons why I think they may actually do it. So one of the main reasons is that Kingdom Hearts 3 is kind of going to be a huge story. If you've been reading all the stuff up about Kingdom Hearts 3, you've been watching all the Kingdom Hearts news videos through all of its development and all that stuff, you've noticed that Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be a humongous-ass story in the Kingdom Hearts series. It's going to be the finale of the Xehanort saga. Everything that's been building up in the Kingdom Hearts series so far is going to be ending with this game. So it's going to be a very huge story, and there's going to be a lot of things going on in it, and it's going to be very, very story-driven, as is all the other Kingdom Hearts games. And Final Fantasy VII is kind of the same way. It's a humongous story. On the original PlayStation, it had to be split over like 3 or 4 discs, I can't remember, but it was a huge story, and it was a lot for the time. And seeing as that game as a humongous story as it is, and that's going to be split into episodic things, they may actually do that with Kingdom Hearts 3 as well, split that into episodic things, and spread the story over like multiple parts. And that would be a very, very bad idea for the Kingdom Hearts series, because the Kingdom Hearts series is just not like that. It's not a kind of episodic thing because, you know, it has the worlds in it. All the Disney worlds in it are kind of its own separate thing, and you can do it in no matter which order you want. And if you make that an episodic thing and make it so linear, that would just destroy it, you know? I mean, I guess they want to tell it in a linear storyline. That's maybe their goal, I don't know. But if they do that, that would kind of just get rid of the point of the worlds, you know? Because again, you can just do them in any order. And linear episodic storyline, that would fuck it up. I mean, they could do it like, you could choose which world you want, and you get to pay for that. Oh, that would be fucking worse. That would be the worst possible case scenario right there. So I wouldn't imagine they would do that. That is just absolutely slimy. If they did that, I would not be buying Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm sorry. I don't support that, and I just think it would be ruined. I'm sorry. I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan, but I would not buy it if that's the case. I'm not saying it is, but if they do, ooh, no. No, boo-boo. But, you know, Square Enix likes to Square Enix things up, as in, they like to just fuck things up. They always like to fuck things up. Even if it is perfect, it is absolutely perfect. There's no way you could fuck it up. They find just some way to do it in a very slimy way. I mean, with Final Fantasy 13, that was an awful game because it was fucking linear. They wanted to tell a story more than anything else in a fucking game. I mean, story, you can tell a great story in there and still have a fucking game and not being a final, like, hallway, you know, Final Hallway 13 as it's nicknamed. So, that was something they fucked up hard. And Final Fantasy All the Bravest, another thing they fucked up. It's a mobile game where you can just play as all these different Final Fantasy characters in, like, one big clusterfuck and you just fight with them all. But the wait times were so long and the prices that they charge for getting rid of the wait times and the characters individually was so high that it wasn't even fucking worth it to get it in the first place. So that was something they fucked up. And remember, like, back at the original PlayStation experience, they showed, like, something for Final Fantasy PS4, and they were hyping up, like, oh, Final Fantasy 7's coming to the PS4, get excited, guys, but it was just a port of the PC version, and everyone was so disappointed. They just like to fuck things up, but I give them this. They haven't fucked up the Kingdom Hearts series that much yet. I mean, I guess I can think of some example of them not doing something right. Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance was not really a good game in terms of story, so I guess they kind of effed it that way, but it was still a good game regardless, okay? It was a really, really good game, so they haven't really done anything bad with the Kingdom Hearts series yet. I give them kudos for that. But, you know, it's probably going to be released in 2017, seeing as Kingdom Hearts 2.8 is coming out in 2016, late 2016, and that would just not give them time at all to release that, and it would just be a stupid idea story-wise. Why would you release the ending of the game before you release the prerequisite to it, you know? And seeing as they have that one Kingdom Hearts game a year plan, they're probably going to release it in 2017. So they got time. And seeing as Hitman was going to be released on March 11th, and it still is, of 2016, and it's January, and they're all of a sudden on a dime deciding to change that to an episodic game 2 months before that fucking game's released, they got ample time to do this. I mean, if they wanted to do it, they really could do it in the amount of time that they've given, like, Hitman. So, and they also cancel all the pre-orders for Hitman, if you didn't see in the description of that article I showed up on the screen for that. So, what the fuck is up with you, Square Enix? You guys are really assholes. So again, they got ample time to do this shit. But let's just make a scenario of Final Fantasy VII HD Remake gets released sooner rather than later, because I don't know when that's going to be released. And let's say Hitman gets released, and that's episodic as well, which it is, and they are really successful. I'm not saying that they're not going to be. I'm just saying in this scenario, they are. And they make a lot of money for Square Enix, and they see that this episodic format is kind of doing really well for them. So, if that's the case, since they're a business and they need to make money to stay in business, if they don't make money, they're going to go bankrupt, they will start implementing it in a lot more of their games going forward. And they will probably implement it in probably most of their single-player experiences. Seeing as Kingdom Hearts 3 is a huge story like Final Fantasy VII, in this scenario, they may probably likely will split Kingdom Hearts 3 into an episodic game. I mean, Tetsuya Nomura probably would not like that at all, seeing as he's the director, but they're his bosses, and he has to do what they say. So, in that scenario, it could be likely that they turn Kingdom Hearts 3 into an episodic game. But again, this shit has not happened yet. We still have time before Hitman gets released on March 11th, so we got 2 months, so that will be interesting to see if that is a successful format for them, because that's going to be a really deciding factor in Square Enix going forward, I think. And Final Fantasy VII going to be released maybe sooner rather than later, I don't know. And that's going to be a big deciding factor as well, seeing as that's a huge IP for Square Enix Final Fantasy. So that is it's gonna be very interesting to see. But again, that has not happened yet. So I'm really going to just wait and see how this whole thing plays out. And they're probably going to wait and see how this whole thing plays out before they make their decision on whether or not to make Kingdom Hearts 3 an episodic game or not. I mean, Square Enix likes to be bastards. They really do. It's kind of me showing my bias there, but sorry, they really are. So they could change it before they do it, because they like to be fucking teases, you know? Turn $60 experiences and just nickel and dime the fuck out of you for them. So they could always just go ahead and do that before the games are released, but I think they really are waiting to see how these games do before they make all of their single-player, or most of their single-player experiences, into these episodic games. So they're probably going to wait, and I'm going to wait to make a conclusion on whether or not Kingdom Hearts 3 could be episodic or not, because I just don't know, seeing as the current situation is. And, I mean, I really think they're handling the Kingdom Hearts series with care, so I really don't think they would do this, because I think that they know there is a basic structure to the Kingdom Hearts series that you can't really fuck up, even though they fuck up a lot of basic structures in the past, so maybe they could, I don't know. But they're handling the Kingdom Hearts series with care, I think, which I really like that they're doing, because Kingdom Hearts fans are avid. They really are. Most of them are. I'm not that kind of person. I used to be, but I realize that I need to be fair and balanced about things, and I don't need to just jump to conclusions automatically. So I am patient about it, but most other Kingdom Hearts fans aren't. So if they put that out, the backlash would be unbelievable. The Kingdom Hearts YouTubers would be making videos for days about it, like the Gamers Joint, HMK, so where I'm on all those people. They would be making videos for days, and it would just be, I think, disastrous if they did it, because again, there's a basic structure to Kingdom Hearts you can't really fuck up. You can choose whichever world you want to go to, and that's how the game is set up. And if you make that a linear episodic thing, that would just screw it all up, and I think it would kind of ruin the experience for me. So they are handling the series with care, and I like that. And seeing as Final Fantasy 15 has not been to split into an episodic experience, I guess, yet, because they still have time to do that, saying as Hitman 2 months before its release, yeah. And the release is going to be announced soon, and we know it's going to be in this year. So they still got time to do it, but I really don't think they're going to do that, at least in my opinion. So seeing as that, and seeing as they're handling the Kingdom Hearts series with care, I really don't think they're going to do it, but seeing as Square Enix likes to be slimy bastards, they could obviously do it. So don't go jump to conclusions as of yet. We're going to have to wait and see how those things do as an episodic format, if it's really successful. And then we can make a conclusion, and then they'll probably announce if they're going to do it, make Kingdom Hearts 3 episodic, again, if they want to do it. So don't go and jump to anything yet, okay? So I should still be excited as hell for Kingdom Hearts 3, and you should too, because Kingdom Hearts 3 is still looking up to be a very, very awesome game, and a very, very cool experience overall, and a nice conclusion to the little story that they've been having over the past, like, decade and a half. So I am really just still fucking excited for the game, and you should be too. So don't worry about it just yet. We'll have to wait and see. But, you know, Kingdom Hearts 3 is still looking up to be an awesome game, so I would not worry just yet. So that's all I want to talk about with you guys today. Make sure to write down in the comments below your opinion on this news. What do you think about Kingdom Hearts 3 getting split up into an episodic format? Do you think they're going to do it, or do you think that's just a crazy idea in general? And what do you think about the recent trend of Square Enix making a lot of their single-player games episodic, and do you think that's a bad thing for them to do? Make sure to write down in the comments below your opinion on this discussion. This has been K Central, and I will see you guys in the next video whenever it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be a while, seeing as I need to take up a little break, you know? But I just want to make this little discussion video because I like the topic. So, yeah, bye.